Look at one side of this country, and you see blur and motion. Look at the other, and time almost stops. It's easy to look at a map and imagine a single, uniform landscape, maybe an endless agrarian floodplain, or just an unbroken, crowded urban sprawl. But the reality on the ground is a collision. Concrete and glass high-rises push aggressively upward, casting literal shadows over dense, tin-roofed settlements. How does a nation actively engineering a high-tech, industrialized future hold on to thousands of years of spiritual tradition? You won't find the answer by looking for a middle ground. To understand the pulse of Bangladesh, you have to examine the absolute extremes of how its people actually live. Step into Old Dhaka, and the first thing that hits you is the sheer, unrelenting density of motion. There are no quiet corners here, only constant, loud momentum. The streets act as a tightly packed circulatory system. Thousands of colorful rickshaws and pedestrians compete for every available inch of pavement beneath a canopy of utility wires. Driving this massive urban hustle is the ready-made garment sector. This is the industrial engine that powers the city's economy. Step inside one of these factories, and you see the scale of human coordination required to supply global markets. Endless, regimented rows of workers in yellow vests operate sewing machines in near-perfect synchronization. The capital flowing from these massive factory floors is creating a rapidly expanding young middle class. They are spending that new wealth in modern cafes, driving a surge in urban consumerism. The rhythm of the city is pure ambition. It is a highly engineered, fast-paced reality entirely divorced from the natural landscape that surrounds it. Leave the city limits, and all of that mechanical noise vanishes into the open sky of the rural delta. Out here, the concept of a factory shift doesn't exist. Human labor is dictated by the slow, predictable cycles of the monsoon and the soil. You see it in the intense physical work of the harvest, where farmers use simple wooden tools to rake massive piles of golden rice grain under the direct sun. And what the earth doesn't provide, the water does. A vast network of rivers sustains the population through fishing techniques that have been passed down for generations. To pull a catch from these wide waters requires serious architectural ingenuity. Fishermen build sweeping bamboo structures right in the riverbed to hoist massive translucent nets high into the air. The human embodiment of this environment is the Baul folk musician. Unlike the synchronized lines of factory workers in Dhaka, the Baul is highly individualistic. Dressed in orange robes and plucking the single-stringed ektara, they practice a raw, spiritual tradition completely outside the boundaries of modern commerce. The village moves to a rhythm that doesn't track seconds or hours, but seasons. It provides the grounding weight that keeps the country's aggressive urbanization from tearing it apart. So you have the kinetic city and the soulful village. These two realities seem entirely separate until you sit down to eat. The demand generated by Dhaka's dense population directly drives the harvest in the rural delta. The best of the village is packed and shipped into city markets every single morning. Look at the hilsa fish. Its silver scales and distinct red eyes are a prized sight in the capital, representing a direct pipeline from the deep river networks straight to urban dining tables. Those agrarian ingredients meet inside deep pots of biryani. The intense, time-consuming preparation of this aromatic rice dish makes it an equalizer, eaten by factory floor workers and tech executives alike. But the city also takes those traditional rural flavor profiles and accelerates them to match its own pace, creating a highly competitive street food scene. Fuchka is the perfect example. Vendors rapidly pack fragile pastry shells with spiced potatoes and chickpeas, circling a central bowl of tart tamarind water. It is complex, explosive, and eaten on the move. To finish the meal, you have to trace the journey all the way back to the quiet, manicured curves of the Srimangal tea estates. Here, they pour the famous 7-layer tea. 7 distinct colors and flavors, stacked in a single glass without mixing. That glass holds the story of Bangladesh. It is a nation of stark contrasts, building an industrialized tomorrow while fiercely holding on to an ancient agrarian soul. 2 completely different worlds sharing the exact same table.